Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Ultima 6, The False Prophet. In our last episode, we beat up on some terrible gargoyles, and we also cleaned out the Shrine of Compassion. We were able to... Whoa, I'm hitting buttons and it's causing problems. We were able to take out the gargoyles and clear out the shrine. It's time to head to Cove and tell everyone what we've done. So let's continue on our adventure to Cove. Whoop, there we go. Let's not have stuff selected, and then we can head back to Cove. Here we go. So if you remember, Cove is over this way. We'll get this arrow out of the way. Let's get our party view back. So here's Cove, and I believe here was the leader of Cove last time we were here. Oh, it's a little too early in the day. Gotta just wait a little bit of time. Let him wake up for us here. Wake up, buddy. Come on, dude. Get out of bed. Get out of bed. Or don't get out of bed. Apparently everyone's a real late sleeper. Is he even here? There's no one in this bed. He's gone. Well, what the heck? Been standing here for no reason whatsoever. What's this? A bunch of grapes. Well, that's interesting. Where's the guy who lives in that house? The leader of this town. Is he dead? Oh. People are in here. You see a distinguished looking gentleman. Greetings, my lord, and welcome to the town of Cove. What's your name, sir? Ah, Viscount Armand. Yes, that's Viscount Armand. We are Grugtar the Avatar. Now remember, we've talked to him before, but because we died and had to reload because of Sherry dying, we haven't talked to him before, actually. So, what's your job? We'll ask the quick questions. He's the governor here in Cove. It's hard work, but people love him. Since the gargoyles came to it, it's bad times. Well, hey, guess what? Well, we already know about the shrines. Whoop. Why don't we tell him that we killed the gargoyles? Gargoyles. A party of adventurers came here after their attempt to defeat the gargoyles at the Shrine of Compassion. I spoke with their leader when they arrived. Thou should speak with him. Alright, so we'll leave him. Let's talk to the leader. Again, he's the, I think he was the one right here, if I remember correctly. You see a burly man who looks a little healthier than the other patients. Good day, my lord. What is thy name? I am Grugtar. Alright, let's ask about the battle. We sought to liberate the Shrine of Compassion. My men fought valiantly, but the gargoyles were too much for us. They didst slay more than half our party. Okay. Aye, I doubt not they were using foul magics. I think we've already asked him this before. The moonstone was upon the shrine, surrounded by a strange violet glow. I tried to get to it, but 'twas surrounded by some kind of field. And it's a matter beyond his comprehension. So no one here seems to have any updated dialogue based on the fact that we've killed the gargoyles. So I guess we just need to head off to the next town and kill us some gargoyles is probably what we need to do. So we're here in Cove. We've got a couple options. You know what? I think it would behoove us to make our way... Oh, where do we want to go, folks? Let's leave the city of Cove, and we'll head back through Britain, and let's head south. Do we head south first, or do we go to U? Let's head south. We'll head south to what I presume is Paws, and then we'll head from Paws down to the city of Trinsic. And then we can make our way to this shrine right here. But you know what else? I think we could actually get to Trinsic much faster. No, let's go to Paws. Now let's just go to Trinsic the fast way. And when I say the fast way, what I'm talking about is having the wrong thing up so that you all can see my window selection buttons there, because I'm hitting the wrong thing. There we go. Let's see here. If this is the card that I need. No, it's not. Well, I'm not going to hold up this episode. We're just going to walk to Britain. That's what I've just decided. So we will need to do a little bit of meandering. No, actually, here's what we're going to do, folks. We're not going to walk to Britain. I'm sorry to be so out of it a little bit here, but what we're going to do is we're going to use magic to get there. So I'm going to cut the video, and when we come back, we will be on our way to Britain. And we're back. And since we broke away last time, I started recording, and I went to go do the cool thing I was going to do, and we died. We died a terrible, terrible death, and it wasn't good. Basically, we have the Black Moonstone. If you recall, let's find it here. Right here. Boom. It's the Orb of the Moons. If you remember, we can use that to get around. Well, what happened was I used the Orbs of the Moons to travel, and I wound up at a shrine, and that shrine turned out to, unfortunately, be full of gargoyles, and we died. So we're going to end up walking to where we wanted to go anyway. So we're back to the original plan. There was no reason to cut video. We are a little bit farther outside of the town of Cove. We're back near the shrine just because I had to reload after dying. So if you remember, here's where we picked up that orb. If you also remember, there was a moon gate here last time. I have a bad feeling that I'm going to wish I remembered better where this moonstone came from. I'm going to wish I had known that. So we're just going to keep track. Grug is we're going to take these moonstones actually. Whoop. And we're going to give the first one to Dupre. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to give it to Dupre. So Dupre has the first moonstone we ever found. And so to keep track of that, we're going to move the Runestone of Compassion to him as well, in case we need to remember where that came from. That'll help us remember. So let's avoid the swamps and make our way back to Britain here. Gotta cross a little bit of river. Nothing too much for us to worry about. Maybe if we had some extra bags, I could put a moonstone in a bag with the rune and we can remember which moonstone it is, in case that becomes important later on. We'll find out. But for right now, we are making our way towards Britain. And once we get to Britain, which should be right after crossing this little stream, we are going to make our way south again to the city of Paws. So we're going to go past these gypsies in the street, one of whom, if you remember, joined us. Blaine, our juggler. And we're just going to kind of travel a bit. Nothing too overly exciting here, I hate to say. Not much happens when you travel. Sometimes you're just on the open road and there's nothing to see. Just cow fields and cows in fields or cow fields. I don't want to discriminate against any type of field. But down here we have those stables we looked at, and this is the southern road out of Britain. So we are going to head south. We're going to loop around, head south down this road, and make our way to what I'm assuming is Paws. This is just a guess, based on the fact that we've played these games before. So, let's make our way down this road. Another guard tower with a guard. Let's see. We see a sign. And folks, you know what we actually have with us now? Whoop. We find it here. I actually went out and did the thing that I had said that I was going to do before, which was to get us a copy of the runic alphabet so that we can figure out just what is going on. So if I look at my runic alphabet here, and I look at this sign, I'm going to try and look through it. So this M looks, this M looking rune looks like an E, and that thing that looks like a weird little P, the. So I read the, and then it looks like we have an HL fish sign squiggly mark, and that looks like K, and then a straight up line is I. Okay, well, that's interesting. So KI, weird fish thing, the king. Oh, it's starting to make sense now. And then that little weird squiggly thing is, what do we got? The kings. Alright, so we have the kings. Alright, last one. Oh, I feel like I'm a historian here. The kings. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that's a W, an A, and then an A. I think the King's Way. Alrighty. Oh, it's gonna be hard reading these signs this whole game. But so it looks like we have the King's Way is the name of this road. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat, if you ask me. I'm gonna get my map back up for myself, and we are going to continue on the King's Way. So let's continue on, shall we? And in fact, why don't we save the game, which is an important thing I don't do enough. So right now, again, we're just traveling the road. Should be fairly safe, I imagine. Ford another little river here. Not much to see, just woods all around us. Nothing too exciting. Maybe we'll get attacked by a chipmunk or something like that. But if we come down this way, well, I think we should cross another river here, and that should bring us just north of the town. Woo! Alright, we found north of town. Let's see what this first building is, shall we? It looks like we've got some sacks of flour. Oh, this is a guy, he's milling grain into flour. Okay, cool. It looks like he's got a little hut here with some houses. Let's talk to this guy, shall we? You see a figure covered from head to toe with flour. Poof, ptuh, hello. Why, hello. He sticks a finger in his ear and shakes it. What? What's your name? Grisson Fairfleth, at your service. What's your job, Grisson? As you can see, I turn grain into flour. It's a pretty demanding job and a bit messy. Where do you get your grain from? I'd buy some grain if you had any. Okay. How about flour? Okay, we're going to buy flour for 4 gold. Didn't somebody need flour? There was a baker who needed flour that we had talked to. Yes. We'll buy 1 bag of flour. And we'll leave it at that. So we got a sack of flour. Ooh, weighs 2 pounds. That's pretty crazy. But I don't remember who needed it. I'm going to have to go back and watch my own videos so that I can remember who needed that flour. The rest of the town down this way, if we look, is... let's take a quick look here. We've got a couple buildings. Let me get zoomed in a little bit here. Whoop. Hopefully that's zoomed in enough. Maybe not. There we go. Looks like we got some houses, some kind of large buildings in the center, a couple shops to check out. So let's see what's going on in this town, shall we? Alright, so first, we have whatever little house. This is right here. It's the middle of the day, so people may or may not be in their houses. There is some cheese, but we're not going to steal that. Oh no, we have another sign. That says the King's Way, so we already know that's what that means. So, no need to retranslate that. We got a little town here. A dairy shop. Ah, they sell cheese. They've got some milk. It looks like down here we've got a cow. You see a cow. Can we talk to the cow? You can't talk to the cow. So we got a couple cows, a couple buckets of milk, a door that goes outside to where there are just a ton of cows out here. This is an insane number of cows. And there's sheepses too. Alright, well that's like a cool farm thing. Remember, wasn't Paws a farm town where they had horses, if I remember correctly? Oh, this must be the cold storage place. So we'll talk to this guy. You see a tall man with a disarming grin. Hello, mein Fruden. His thick fingers grab your hand. I like how, like, this is the German town. What's your name, buddy? Ubermann Kabelmich. Alright. Why is his name highlighted as though it's something we could... Oh, Cabel Milk. At your service. He snaps to attention. Well, okay, cool. What's your job? I milk the cows and make the cheese. You want to buy something? Just say the word. These are some of the worst accents I've ever found myself performing. Tell me about milk. Oh, we can just buy milk. How much is milk? 3 crowns. Nope. How about cheese? Cheese is 5 crowns. We'll pass on the cheese. So we can buy... Take care among the British now. Huh. So we can buy from this German dairy over here if we'd like to. What's this sign say? A slaughterhouse. Okay, so here I bet you we can buy some meat. Looks like that they've been doing work in here. Ugh. A little bit grisly, but okay. Oh, that door is locked. And that door is locked. So we can't get into the slaughterhouse because it is all locked up, but that's okay. I just noticed that Blaine is almost dead. We should probably get Blaine healed at some point. Let's see. This was more of the dairy. Down south here, we have another little house. Just a small house, nothing too exciting going on, but there is a door here. There was some people out by these sheep. Who are you, buddy? You see a little girl with a doll in her hands. Now, you be still. They won't hurt us. She hugs her doll close. What do you want? What's your name? Meredith Cassandra Lambry. Okay, Meredith. I'm named after my great aunt. Who is your aunt? She lives far away. What's your job? Oh, I don't work. My Meemaw can help you, though. Who is your Meemaw? My grandma. She's around here somewhere. Alright, I assume that's this lady right here. Ooh, you see a plump older woman with an apron about her waist. Hello, she says in a scratchy yet firm voice. What can I do for ye? What's your name? Doran, and yours? Grugtar. That's nice. What's your job? At the moment, only Mary and I are here, so I guess I must conduct the business. What is the business? We are shepherds. We sell wool. Tell me about wool. Oh, okay, so we can buy wool for 5 gold for a bale. Alright, so we can always come here to buy wool and milk if we need it. And we bought some flour, so that's exciting. What do we have here? Got a candle. Ah, an inn. I wonder if we can get healed up if we stay at this inn. Let's find out. Let's use the door here. A nice sturdy looking inn. Rooms look well maintained. Crackling fire in the fireplace, always good. Stop moving, guy. You see a man with sea blue eyes and a warm smile. Welcome, welcome, friends. Here for lodging this fine afternoon. What's your name? Timothy. He flashes a friendly smile and nods. Tell me, Timothy, about yourself. I'm named after my uncle. He was a kind soul. Who was your uncle? Sir Timothy Enders Daverstock. He was a famous knight in these parts. Ooh. He is perhaps best known for his courage in battle. What battle did he fight? He once held off a score of men while his own fled to safety across a bridge. Oh, that's cool. What's your job? It is a busy one, this job, that is. I find it rewarding, though. Meeting friendly faces. Maybe you want a room. How much is a room? 25 gold to stay and have a meal. Good? No, we don't have that much gold to spend. In fact, we only have 168 gold currently. I might need to make my way back to Lord British and get a little healing on. Might be something we do. Let's see. So if we go north here, there should be another town. Let's see. A rope maker. Alright. So here we have a rope maker. What's the rope maker's name? You see a man nearly as wide as he is tall. What? He grumbles. What's your name? As the sign on my door reads, Mortude the rope maker. Tell me about that name. What? He snorts a bit that clears his throat. What's your job? He looks at you and raises one eyebrow. I said I makes rope. Do you sell rope? The strongest you'll ever tug, he says, pushing out his chest. What's rope cost? For a fine rope, 5 gold. Not currently interested. So we have a rope maker. That could come in handy later. What do we have here? A thread maker. Okay. So we got a bunch of thread. Of course, it is nighttime. I think people are disappearing. But I assume if we need thread, we can come in here. This road goes nowhere. Oh, we got a guy standing on the dock. What's up, buddy? Oh, that's just Meredith. See, Becky, they've come back, she says. And now they're leaving you. Stupid Meredith. So we have a clothier's shop, it looks like here. I don't know why I wanted to look at the door. So who is this guy? Oh, guy's had a rough time of it. You see a little white-haired man, hunched over with age. Yes, yes, he says, bobbing his head up and down. What's your name? I am Thindle the Spindler. Okay. Tell me about your name, Thindle. Yes, yes, okay. What's your job? I sew, 'cause I said so. Alright, tell us about sewing. Beautiful clothes, more pretty than those. He points to your stomach. Alright, can you sell me some clothes? Yes, again, friend. Alright. Say hi to Mortude if you see him. Ooh! What do you know? You see, yes, yes. What do you know about Mortude? Shorty is my friend. We play flippets together. Okay, what is flippets? You should learn. You should learn. A nice piece of bone and a small hard pea. That's all you need. Where do we get a pea? The smaller the better. He pulls an old bone from his pocket and a small pea. Now you get a hat. Alright. He puts the hat down and mumbles, put the pea in front of bone. He gestures with his hands and flip it on home. The pea sails into the hat. Oh, okay. Well, I wonder we'll go ask the rope maker about the game of Flip It. We got another shop here where they make clothes. You see a finely adorned woman with a tight mouth and wide eyes. Hello. Oh, what's your name? Marissa. You may call me Miss Treehoon. Alrighty, miss. Yeah, that is much better. What's your job? I create garments of the highest fashion. Tell me of these fashions. Clothes fit to see the king in. So more people making clothes here. Only a couple more buildings left in this town. The food shop, or it'll be a tavern. Are those cats alive or dead? Okay, they're alive. Woo! I was verily concerned. We have another minstrel here. Or bard, if you like. You see a colorfully garbed bard. Good afternoon, Sarah. What's your name? Patrick's the name. What's yours? Grugtar. A pleasure. What's your job? Same as any bard, telling stories, singing songs. How about you tell me stories? Okay, here's one. The owl and the pussycat sailed to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. Along came a spider and sat down beside them. And the cat said, "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" The clock struck 1, the owl fell down. And 3 little piggies went wee 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 all the way home. I don't understand it at all, but Dr. Cat says that's his favorite story. Who is Dr. Cat? He's a decent guy, and he doesn't water his drinks either. He told me I should learn a story with some ducks in it, though. Why would he want to know about ducks? Don't ask me. If he likes ducks, that's his business. Alright, what about the water? That's an excellent question. Ask another one, okay? You see an amused-looking gentleman. Welcome to the cat's lair. Alright, man, what's your name? My name is Dr. Cat. Well, that's a pretty good name. If you treat my cats well, they'll treat you the same. What's your job? I sell ale, mead, wine, milk, and mutton. Of course, I like to chat with my patrons and indulge in a friendly game every now and then. What type of game? Meow. Oh. Thindle and Mortude may not agree, but I like a game that provides a little intellectual challenge. What kind of challenge? I think I've got time for a quick game of Nim. Would you care to wager on the outcome just to keep things interesting? Sure. How much? Let's bet 1. Let me just remind you of the rules in case you don't remember. We start with 10 pieces. He takes some colorful glass beads out of his pocket. Each player takes turns taking 1, 2, or 3 beads out of the pile. Whoever gets the last one wins. I'll let you play first this time. There are 10 beads left. How many do you take? Oh my goodness! I'm gonna need some props. So I can figure this out. So we cannot leave 3 or less beads on not our turn. Because if we do, then he can take it. So the goal is to make it so that he can't take 3. Alright, I'm going to say that you start off by taking 1. So we'll start with 1. So then he took a bead. Okay. There are 8 beads left. How many do you take? If I take 3, and he takes 1, and then I take 1, that leaves 3 and he wins. Okay. If I take 2, and he takes 1, I can take 1, and then I win. Okay, so I will take 2. I'll take 2 beads. Oh, I think I did that wrong. No. So he said he'll take 2 beads. Oh no, I messed this up. I didn't think he would take 2. There are 4 beads left. Well, I automatically lose because I'm going to take 1 bead, and then he takes 3 beads, and he wins. Oh, don't take it too hard. I've had a lot of practice. I'll put your money someplace safe in case you want to come and win it back later. Would you like to play again? No. Perhaps some other time. I agree, sir. Perhaps. Very good. You purr almost as well as Kitten. Kitten. Oh. She lives in Britain. Yes, I remember Kitten. Okay, cool. Well, so we found a man we can bet with if we can ever figure out how to win that game. And it looks like everyone else is leaving their homes to go eat dinner or go to bed. These are just empty homes. This person has some delicious meat and food ready to go. Well, that is this entire town that we found on the King's Way. Kind of neat. So it's a place where we can buy food and flour if we need it. We can buy wool and clothes. and we can bet some money, and we can play games here to get more money, I guess, if we need. So that's pretty cool. Well, folks, here's what I'm going to do. Off screen, I am going to take our adventurers back to Britain. I'm going to talk to Lord British himself and get healed. And when we come back, we'll start out here and we will make our way to Trinsic. That will be the next plan. So, folks, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we hope to see you soon.